Darko Charsan and this is Newsfeed, your dose of what people are talking about online. Meta is facing fresh legal trouble, this time in Africa. The focus is on the mental health of the people hired to keep its platforms clean. Lawyers are preparing a lawsuit against Majorel, a Meta contractor in Ghana, where about 150 workers review often disturbing material posted on Facebook and Instagram. Moderators say the job has left them with depression, anxiety, and insomnia. Others are struggling with substance addiction after being exposed to graphic content, including murders and child abuse. It follows a similar case in Kenya, where more than 140 Facebook moderators were diagnosed with severe PTSD.
Facebook's parent company Meta is on trial in Kenya for violating workers' rights. The landmark case, brought by 185 content moderators, highlights ongoing colonization through exploitation of cheap labor. The workers allege they were tricked into accepting low-paying jobs to filter extreme violence and abuse, resulting in severe mental health issues. Meta denies hiring them, saying it bears no responsibility. It also claims a Kenyan court has no jurisdiction over a US firm. Meta says a third-party company, Sama, hired the workers on its behalf. The ex-moderators allege they thought they were signing up for call center and translation work. Attempts to unionize to secure mental health support and better work conditions were allegedly met with rights violations and unlawful termination. In September 2024, Kenya's High Court ruled that the workers' case can proceed to trial.
Tech giants like Meta rely heavily on low-wage moderators in poorer countries to take down harmful posts and train their AI systems. But workers claim the mental health care they were offered wasn't enough. No medical doctors were involved, and personal information was shared among managers. They also say their basic wages were below living costs, overtime pay was pretty insufficient, and missing performance targets led to pay being deducted. Meta denies any wrongdoing and says it requires its contractors to pay above industry standards and provide support, including counseling and training.
Like modern-day slavery, says Narima Wakal-Ojiwa, a Kenyan civil rights activist, because big American tech companies come here and advertise the jobs as a ticket to the future. But really, she says, it's exploitation.
The contracts that we see are very short-term, and I've seen people who have contracts that are monthly, some of them weekly, some of them days, which is ridiculous. We're so concerned with creating opportunities, but we're not asking, are they good opportunities?
India and Pakistan are on edge following an attack on April 22nd that killed 26 people in a popular tourist site in India-administered Kashmir. India has pointed the finger at its neighbor Pakistan. Allegations Islamabad denies. The nuclear-armed neighbors have responded with diplomatic salvos, with both nations expelling diplomats. India has suspended a critical water deal with Pakistan, and Islamabad has closed off its airspace to New Delhi. Both nations claim Kashmir and have fought 2 wars over it. While the world waits to see how the latest conflict will pan out, the internet is buzzing with a video of a Kashmiri shawl seller. He's been dubbed the hero of the hills after he carried an injured tourist down a steep mountain path to the nearest hospital 6 kilometers away.
The Pahalgam Pune Association president messaged us about the incident in Baisaran Valley. So we went there and reached the location around 3 p.m. We gave water to the injured and lifted those who could not walk. Humanity comes before religion. It is our duty to help the tourists as they are our guests and our livelihood depends on them. We brought many of them to the hospitals.
As relations between Pakistan and India plunge to new lows, artists on both sides of the border are facing boycott calls. Now, Pakistani filmmakers, directors, and content creators may be looking beyond their neighborhood for collaborations. At the weekend, a star-studded guest list from Pakistan's entertainment sector gathered in Istanbul for the premiere of the Islamabad International Film Festival. Mikhail was on the red carpet and brings us all the details.
The sounds, sights, and creative expression of Pakistani cinema have landed in Istanbul.
I think this is a new beginning.
We have famous co-productions.
It's a heart-to-heart thing, sharing your stories, sharing your craft. So I think it's a great moment to share all those stories and films with the people here.
I love my Pakistani and Indian audience. I want to say thanks to all of them.
These artists and storytellers are bringing their craft beyond borders. And what better place than in a city where East meets West?
We're talking about Pakistani film industry. I think on the other side, we have the drama industry has a huge appetite worldwide, including Turkey, India, and other sub-regions.
It's amazing, beautiful actors, and what is their screen presence, how they deliver dialogues, like so much to learn, you know.
And this all happening while Pakistan is caught in a diplomatic crisis with its neighbor India, which of course has a massive film industry. And the ripple effects are already being felt in cinema. Can Pakistan emerge from the shadows of Bollywood and stand on its own feet?
I don't think we should bother trying.
You know, a lot of people ask me questions, oh, did you get an offer from Bollywood? Oh, what happened? I did get an offer from Bollywood, and I have no regrets that I was not able to do it.
We have talent, and that's why talent goes overseas. That's why India chooses our talent. That's why other countries tend to choose and fall for our talent. And that's a great thing. I mean, we have open arms. We're waiting for open arms on the next side.
Could this festival open new doors for Pakistani cinema and lead to greater collaboration with the cinema industry here in Turkey? After all, Turkey is the third largest exporter of scripted series on the planet, just after the UK and the US.
There are some productions in our country where the Turkish and Pakistani cinema are working together. We are happy about this. We wish these productions to increase.
I think we need to. I've been so fortunate that I was part of Salahuddin Ayyubi last year, the famous, and that was the first joint venture between Pakistan and Turkey.
It will be beneficial for both countries if they have Turkish actors to Pakistan, Pakistan actors to Turkey.
Because we have many cultural values in common in both Turkish and Pakistani cinema. We hope that these common values will be reinforced together, and we hope that they will come to a good point with organizations and productions that will be shown to the world more beautifully.
With over 1,000 submissions from 96 countries reaching over 5,000 filmmakers, the Islamabad International Film Festival is truly a global platform. This time around, it brought the spirit of Pakistan to the heart of Turkey, proving that we are living in a more connected and creative world.
For over a decade, indie bookstores have marked the last Saturday of April with Bookstore Day. It boosted local and online sales and has been a real success. Enter Amazon. The retail giant, known for monopolizing everything it touches, has launched its own week-long book sale in April, slashing prices on physical and digital books. What a coincidence, it just so happens to be scheduled for the first time as Bookstore Day.
So here's the thing, Amazon is having this giant book sale this week. There are a lot of really good deals apparently, but what you need to know, Amazon is having this sale because indie bookstores this weekend, and if you're not aware, Indie Bookstore Day is when all the independent bookstores, you know, have like activities to get customers in, and it's a time to like support your local independent bookstores. There's no reason that Amazon should have had this sale this week, but they know what they're doing.
And I know there are a lot of reasons that people still buy books on Amazon. One, you have a Kindle. I have a Kindle. There's stuff on Kindle Unlimited. Authors are able to self-publish better on Amazon, all this kind of stuff. I'm not talking about that right now. I'm not talking about never ever buying books from Amazon. That is a different conversation. I am talking about Indie Bookstore Day. This is the key policy issues for 2025 from the American Booksellers Association. Buying from an independent bookseller produces 4 times as much local economic activity as buying from Amazon. They also talk about the economic impacts that Amazon has on independent booksellers. So don't let this sale deceive you. They're not trying to do something nice for you. They're really trying to hurt your independent bookstore and prevent you from going out and supporting them.
I'm sneaking out of my host family's house. Let's go. It's 5:43 a.m. Oh my gosh, I'm literally shaking. That was the scariest thing ever. I couldn't figure out how to get past the gate, but I got it. And carrying all these bags, it's kind of scary. I just hope the train comes soon.
That was Ella, who posted her great escape in a video on TikTok after living with an Italian family. She gave the impression that she was in grave danger, but it turns out she was leaving the premises after just a few days of working for them as an au pair. Now, you might be wondering, what is an au pair? Generally, it's thought of as a foreign worker who comes and lives with you and takes care of your kids for a small wage. The process normally involves an agent and requires the candidate to be vetted and sign a contract. Those who don't quite understand the industry have bashed it as glorified domestic work. Meanwhile, young people have taken to the internet to glamorize the job.
Good morning, you guys. Another day with me as an au pair living in Paris. Got the eggs cooking. This is Carl. My morning is looking a little different today. This one's been really sick. Normally, I would drop the kids off and then I have a couple hours to myself. Also, it's hitting 60 degrees today. Those that are back in America, Amazon has the best Bible studies for any book that you're doing. Getting my steps in, picking up the kiddos. This is my favorite spot to watch the Eiffel Tower.
Gen Z see the job as an opportunity to travel, but are now coming under fire because it seems they want the perks without putting in the hard work. And Ella's videos have sparked a robust discussion online. Those who have worked the job previously cite challenges such as language barriers, micromanaging from the host families, and having additional work imposed on them that wasn't agreed upon. While fellow au pairs are backing Ella, the backlash is just as strong.
You're making something up to get attention because you weren't getting it before. To everyone that is saying she is validated, she is right, yada yada yada, here's my take on that. You didn't even give it a chance, dude. 5 days? You didn't even bother to sit down with the host family and explain, hey, can we please address some things? Can we talk this through? Blah, blah, blah. There was no contract drawn up for this job that she had.
If you ever dreamed of becoming a chess master, it might be time to download Duolingo. Duolingo has announced it's expanding beyond languages, launching a new course designed to teach users how to play chess. CEO Luis von Ahn says the course brings strategy, logic, and a bit of classic trash talk, classic Duolingo style.
We're adding another subject, and it is not one that many people have expected, and you will be able to learn chess on Duolingo.
Chess?
You know, it's a game, but, you know, it's an after-school program, and it is a game that really can make you smart. And the idea is to let them learn how to think logically.
How did you guys build this?
Tyler started working on chess with this other guy, Edwin. Neither of them is an engineer. They are not excellent chess players, I tell you that. I am not an excellent chess player, but I'm pretty sure I'm significantly better than they are. But it's amazing because I really do think they are making a product for the actual beginner.
Users will learn the game through quick mini-games and puzzles, unlocking matches against Duo's sidekick Oscar along the way. The new chess lessons are expected to roll out in the coming weeks. Flying is a common theme in Chinese films, with many heroes from ancient history soaring through the skies. Taking flight is a dream shared by many, especially Chinese drama fans. And now, some lucky people have witnessed this fantasy come to life in front of their very eyes.
China's drone flower drop performance is going viral on Western social media. The show is called Ode to the Goddess of the Luo River, a free performance in Luoyi, Asian city in Henan province. A netizen is shocked. I thought drones could lift up a person. Someone replied, this looks terrifying. What if the devices go out of control? The OP clarified this is an officially approved and safe performance. At a national level tourist attraction, it uses professional wirework system with safety cables and cranes, extremely secure. Drones are not involved. Such performances are very common and well established across many locations in Luoyang. Edison said, just last night an American asked me if all Chinese people can fly. Now with this, there's no way to explain it away. Someone replied, tell them yes, haven't you seen it in all those movies we make? The netizen asked, what if they ask me to perform for them?
And that's our show. Find our latest stuff on YouTube and do subscribe to our channel. See you soon.